So,
On,
that on YouTube.
oh, YouTube.
So, in other words, we can no longer talk about kings. Sadly.
What?
So, sadly, we can no longer talk about kings.
It wasn't that huge. We were just trying to discover which ones were really bad. So it really wasn't like talking, it was just discussing. Some of them are really bad. What's your thing on YouTube again?
McLaren V2.
Okay, there it is. This was popping up the first time.
Uh,
Oh, or no, maybe you don't. Because it's saying that Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine are just saying available now. Yeah, no, so you want to do a fresh start. This is definitely my favorite game of all time. It has its issues because the games did come out in 2000 like fucking 15, but story wise, I think it's one of the best.
Let me. I've never played a Witcher game.
Yeah, it's hell. To be honest, you probably couldn't. The other ones came out in came out so long ago. I don't think you actually even could. So you could always watch the show on Netflix, but I would not recommend that, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, shit, where's my thing? Oh, the light
Imagine
turned
trying
off.
to kill
That's why.
someone, and then you just get impaled by a crow.
It happens, especially in the Witcher universe. Look at that beautiful white-haired man. That's the man you're going to be playing. The entire thing. Oh, actually, yeah.
No, so quote me if I'm wrong, but didn't they have to? Didn't they add like a thing for the Witcher 3, for the killing like the tutorial cow?
Hold on, your thing's super quiet now. I'm not sure why. I can barely hear. Turn you up some more. Okay, try saying something again.
I said, didn't they add like a fucking bug patch thing for the like killing like a cow?
Yes, that it was a very. I think it's still in the game still, but so people used to go around and kill cows for pelts, and it would give you like a shit ton of money. So instead of them making it where it wouldn't give you a lot of money, they said, "Hey, we're just going to add in a giant cow monster that will kill you if you kill too many cows in one sitting." So yeah, like you could still get the cow pets and get a shit ton of money, but you will have to face a cow monster if you kill too many of them. Because some people like to meditate and then like skip time and let the cows respawn again and just over and over again.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So I am going to cap with you. I've been trying to like pay attention to the cutscenes. I'm still very much lost.
well, what are you like? Are you just lost because you were trying to like someone pay attention, or are you just kind of like lost to what's happening right now?
Both?
So basically, Geralt right now is on this journey to find the lady on the horse, that one that turned into the bird, and because he's trying to look for her, because they're also trying to look for another girl that went missing, because she is a very important character to the story.
Gotcha.
But Geralt's ambition right now is looking for the lady that turned into a bird. That's basically the kind of main thing right now.
Gotcha. Oh.
Oh yeah, you can fuck a lot of people in this game, like a lot.
Good to know.
Yeah, I just thought you would like to know.
Can I fuck a cow?
No, you cannot fuck a cow. Do not fuck a
Oh.
cow. I will put you on a ban list so you could not play this and would not be able to fuck a cow.
So what was that red creature like just crawled into the tub?
You'll see.
No, I don't find that amusing.
Yes.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday. You promised Ciri you'd train with her.
Be seeing a lot more in the future.
Good to know. Damn, he's scarred.
What'd you say?
I said, damn, he's scarred.
Yeah. Geralt. It's, do you know what a Witcher's job is?
See you later.
No.
Okay, so Witchers are monster hunters. That's basically what they're trained to do from birth. They, not from birth, but like, some Witchers used to be normal, like just normal kids, and then if they were like abandoned or like fucking just, their parents just didn't give like two shits or whatever, or like they could legit just get like swept up by like other Witchers and they would train them and make them go through trials and mutations and other shit to like go through it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's actually not very pleasant. It's really fucking hard because there are multiple kids that end up dying through going through the trials. So it's not like everybody becomes a Witcher, and the mutations are horrible too.
Sounds like some fucking berserker type shit.
Yeah, basically, it's not pleasant, not at all. There are different types of schools too. So Geralt is a School of the Wolf with Vesemir, Lambert, and Eskel. They are a part of the School of the Wolf. There are other schools too. There's the School of the Bear, the School of the Cat, the School of the Griffin, the School of the Viper, the School of the Manticore, and the School of the Crane. I think that's it, unless I missed one, but each Witcher school is different too. They all train in like somewhat a little bit different from each other. Like they'll have their own like little ways of training. So like the School of the Viper probably trains more on like using poison and other shit, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Oh, and also there are not very many Witchers left in the world either. So you're not going to run into like another one. You're not going to run into very many of them. There's just barely any of them left.
So
That's crazy too. You're playing The Witcher. Jonah just started playing The Witcher. I feel like I'm finally getting more people to talk about it too, because it's like I first played it in 2017. I've waited years to actually hear or see anybody else play it. Now all of a sudden everybody's picking it up. So this is exciting. At least for me it is.
Legit, I saw it on Fear's account when I was downloading fucking TCG card game and Market Simulator.
Time to wake up, Master.
And I'm like, you know what? The Witcher sounds like a fun game I might get into.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a if you like the whole dark age, dark fantasy, medieval like themes, then I'm sure you'll like it.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit there for like half an hour and just listen to a guy talk.
Yeah, that's Vesemir. That's one of the other Witchers I was talking about. He's the oldest one there because he's been there the longest. Witcher's age also, I think, slower too. So like, Geralt's probably over 100 years old or whatever, or at least to my knowledge. And he still looks like he's like maybe like in his 30s or 40s. He's not at all in his 30s, 40s. They age differently with the mutations.
Gotcha. So with like their different like schools and all that, do they get different mutations based on the school that they also like followed?
They probably, the mutations are probably maybe a little bit different, but I have noticed that a lot of them kind of are the same. Like, Witchers can also use magic, but a lot of them do end up using like the same magic. But I think really the difference is just what they are learning in those schools, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Because like I said, like, the School of the Viper, I think they learn more with stuff with like poisons and other type of shit. And like the School of the Cat, I think they learn to be more sneaky and acrobatic and more nimble and shit like that.
Gotcha. I'm going to take a guess that he is training her to be a Witcher.
Yes and no. I will somewhat kind of explain it. That is Ciri. She is not Geralt's daughter. Some people assume that because of the white hair, but they do have like the father and like daughter like relationship, but they are not like related at all. She cannot become a Witcher because no female can actually become Witchers. The mutations are so strong that it would actually like kill them. So it's not like a oh, females can't be Witchers because they're female. No, it's just because the mutations would legit just kill them. So it's nothing like that. It's not like the guy with the sexist who's like, oh yeah, no female becomes a Witcher. No, it's just they will legit just die if they went through the mutations. But yes, she is still somewhat doing the training, and I won't say right now what exactly that she can do, but technically she is one of the strongest fucking characters probably in the universe later in the future.
Gotcha.
Yeah, wait until you see her fucking grown up. I feel like you're gonna like her design a lot more there. You're gonna like a lot of the people's designs, I feel like.
So I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of reminding me of like Uncharted.
What, because of the like third person kind of like how the camera's kind of maybe, or like just how it's like third person like this?
How it's third person and how like the controls and camera are. Just reminds me of
Oh, yeah, like the early day like Naughty Dog's Uncharted games.
Yeah.
Fair warning, this is one of, like I said, I love this game, but it does have its issues. Later in the game, you are going to be able to ride horses. Horses are a pain in the ass in the game. I will not lie. They're fucking pussies. They won't go across water for some reason. Sometimes they bug out and they won't even like go up hills and shit. They're just a pain. It's one of the worst things about this game is riding horses. It's awful.
Guessing they never patched horses.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's just because the game is basically almost 10 fucking years old, and they were just like, whatever. But besides all that, there's still other ways to enjoy the game compared to the horses. But like, I was gonna platinum the game, but I really did not want to do the horse races because it's just irritating. Those were the other two Witchers I was talking about. The one in the all black is Lambert, and the other one in the red is Espal. Wish I wasn't sick. I would enjoy this better, but do what I gotta do.
So you did the reading.
Actually, on Netflix, real quick, try not to interrupt. I do want you to listen, but on Netflix though, they do have a animated movie about Vesemir. I think it's one of the Witcher's thing, but it's an animated movie, but it's basically the backstory of Vesemir and like how much of a badass he was in his like prime, I guess. Yeah. But if you want to know more about the world, that's one you could watch. Just don't watch the show though. Like I'll explain that later too, but don't watch the live action show that Netflix has on there.
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
I need to sit down.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Can I just pick up the computer? Look at that on my phone. Wow, that's loud. So that's the magic I was talking about. Those are the signs that you could do.
Phoenix and the Immortals. No. You all right? Had a nightmare. About? Telephone. Gone some way off. Got starting again. Chris,
I just want to play the game. I don't really care about all of that.
didn't it? No. It was. Wait. Didn't overstop.
I was gonna say,
What's this?
maybe if you pause the game, there's a skip, the cinematic.
Uh,
Maybe.
3 days. Trail's fresh.
Yeah, I don't really think I can. There.
Never mind then.
What now?
Oh, trying to think.
Let's go before I emotion.
Oh, real quick, Frank. I don't know if you want to not pause, but I think if you press the middle, like, touchpad in your controller, you can meditate, and that's, like, skipping through time, so you can re-heal Geralt. You can just skip an hour, and he'll be back at full health. You don't have to skip, like, a shit ton of hours. But later on, you can make potions and stuff that will, like, heal them, or you can just eat food, too.
Gotcha. So I'm going to assume herbs and shit are kind of important.
Yeah. Though, somewhat, like I said, it just really depends on what you want to make. But, herbs and other shit are made for, like, your alchemy, like, shit. That'll be probably explained later on.
This sorcerer I
We're
knew.
making
Start
shit.
talking about how useful they are as creatures.
That's your main horse for the entire game, too. That's, Roach.
Because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did you know they eat the living as well?
No, they upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a sign.
The northern realms.
Radovid's
Little fun fact. Geralt calls his horse Roach for one reason, and it's because he doesn't want to, like, have relations with other horses. So, like, over time, he's probably had, like, a horse probably, like, passed away or whatever, and he just didn't want to have, like, feelings for it, so he just names all of his horses Roach. So it's like, oh, Roach passed away, alright, I'll just go get the other one. So he doesn't have to, like, feel anything if he has, like, affection with all of them and names them all differently.
Gotcha.
That's why he's named Roach.
We going?
Oh, and you probably have already seen they're wearing like the medallions on their chest. Each school has a different medallion. Like what I was saying, like the school cat, it's gonna look like a cat or some sort of like feline like animal, or in like the school of the bear is gonna have a bear instead of the wolf, or the medallion instead.
Gotcha.
Ready, Frank? You're gonna fight your first boss.
Yay, I've only had about 2 minutes of training.
I'm assuming you already know that's a griffin.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, this might be a dumb question, but in the history of Witcher, has there ever been a Witcher that had one class like they started with, then changed over to a different class?
God, that was close. I was sure I'd end up
Like switched over to like a different school.
Yeah. Like, let's say they started with like the school of the wolf and then like switched over to like the school of the cat.
That is a good question. I'm actually not really sure, because most of the time when Witchers end up going to that one school, they kind of just stay there.
Or
But
has there ever
yeah,
been like has there ever been like a school that was like discontinued by most Witchers except for one, and like they like had to be like forced to like move to a different
Like I
school?
said, east of the main road and end.
You seek someone?
I do not think so. Like I said, there's been multiple Witchers. I still don't even know all of them. I know some Witchers found like schools, like some of them end up like making like their own schools. Like I'm not sure which one started first, but like someone ended up making the school of the Griffin or whatever. You get what I mean? Like those Witchers have ended up making schools. I'm not sure though if there's ever been a time where if one of the upcoming Witchers has done something so bad that they got like, not the word banished, but like pushed to go somewhere else, if that makes sense. Maybe I can see them leaving if they wanted to learn something different, because like I said, each school does teach their own like different little things. But no, that's a good question though. I have no idea if there was actually like a thing, if there was ever for if they had to go to a different school or not. Well, like I said, there's so many different ones though. Like, I have no idea. But there's been schools that have been like not much knowledge on, if that makes sense. Like, there's knowledge, like there's lore about the school of the wolf, the school of the cat, the school of the bear, and the school of the griffin, I think. But like the school of like the manticore and the viper, there's barely any like lore behind it, because not everybody knows very much about those schools, if that makes sense. Like they still exist in that universe, but barely anybody knows anything about those schools because there's not enough information. It's like the Warhammer thing. Remember when I was telling you about those fucking chapters, and like some of them are just like, some of those chapters don't have really anything on them or whatever, because there's not enough like lore to them. It's kind of like that, I guess.
So I also noticed that they have the same like silver like crest on their swords as well.
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a follow-up question to my previous question. Um, has there been like a Witcher that took up like a different sword, but still was in the same class?
What's up a different sort? Are you kind of like asking, has there ever been like a Witcher who is just like, oh, I already have this sword, but I assume they don't really care about the looks of it, but like they wanted the sword because it has a different purpose or whatever.
Like that, but like let's say like that sword's like the like a sword of like the cat class or whatever the fuck, cat school.
I'm sure that they would maybe try to return it to whoever, whatever Witcher had it, but if they cannot find the owner of it, they would probably either return it back to that school, or they would probably, if they don't have the time, they would probably just take it back to their school, and whoever is there will probably try to give it back or whatever, or do something else with it. But Witcher's swords are just kind of like, they have two swords for a reason. It's just if they do want it, I guess they could keep it if they wanted to too. But they already have the two already, so it's like other sword. Unless that other Witcher is dead or missing, and later in the future they may want it back too.
Looking for a woman, raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white.
All right, I should probably explain why they carry two swords, should I?
Strange as it sounds,
So they carry them because the swords have two different meanings. The steel swords are used to attack humans, and the silver sword is used to kill monsters. Because in the Witcher universe, or I'm assuming maybe just in general, but silver would do a lot more damage to monsters compared to using a steel sword.
contract on that griffin?
But I think in a lot of Witcher's eyes, humans and monsters in general, humans are monsters in general. Not everybody, but there's in their eyes, it's like they see the good in some people, and then they see some humans as actual monsters, and they're no better compared to the actual monsters.
Thanks.
And Geralt's job is not just to like kill monsters. At some points he's actually helped monsters. It's not like he enjoys doing it, if that makes sense. He doesn't like do it just for fun. That's their job. Geralt sometimes doesn't even end up killing monsters. He sometimes actually help them because some of them can like talk and shit. Some of them aren't even monsters. Some of them are people who've been like cursed and shit from like other beings or whatever.
Like Cantripy or something like that.
Like werewolves. Like some of those are like curses and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like Cantripy.
Yeah.
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Maroon.
Yes, more than that bastard's name? The soil light.
Also, I forgot to explain. Geralt over time his hair and his beard does grow. So it's kind of like Red Dead. His facial hair will grow out over time. So you can change how he looks like too. You can change his hair and the beard too once you find a barber.
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Maroon.
Yes, more than fiend. What is that bastard's
I'm also eating, so if I'm not like talking or like moving, that's why.
things used to be seen?
There's something going on in the background. It's hard to hear you, so I'm just trying to like have it in a certain angle where I can.
No, it's more or less I'm very close to my PlayStation, and my PlayStation equals a jet engine.
Oh, okay, got it. I was gonna say, I heard something going, but I didn't know what it was.
I have to talk to them? I just want to go kill things.
I'm looking for someone.
Uh, you don't have to talk to them. There's a man you have to talk to if you just want to skip from talking to everybody. He's by himself at the table.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Might have been so fast she knocked another boy into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere. Oi, people! I think it's taken Micah's mind!
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up. Looking for a woman. No, like everyone. Not like everyone. This isn't black and white.
Two schnauzers!
I'll have a drink. When they cut to the chase, you sing or not.
Jennifer and Denton.
Ever mentioned her name?
Let me describe her perfectly. Once I hear something, I'll never forget. Come on.
How do you know Jennifer?
One question. Master Dandelion's balance, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless this is as high.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
But together with Lydia himself. Butcher Lavica.
You seen Jennifer?
Deepest.
Yeah, I looked it up by the way. Like with the sword thing, like if the Witcher was to find like another Witcher sword, most of the time they will try to find other Witchers in the area, trying to see if they can locate the original owners before doing anything else with them.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that
They also like to look at their swords and respect the craft when it was made. So, assuming that, like I said, each Witcher's swords are different and are crafted differently.
Okay, so has there ever been a Witcher that hunted Witchers?
I'm going to say no. I believe there's not been Witchers that hunted other Witchers, unless for some reason a Witcher was just like gone, not crazy, but like just killing people for like no reason, or like killing people for like money. But I'm gonna say no on that though. I don't think there's ever been a chance where a Witcher has hunted down a Witcher unless they have done something not right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like I can maybe see them hunting down another Witcher if they were like killing innocent people for like no reason. Like most Witchers, when they interact or whatever, I think they all like respect each other, no matter what school they come from or whatever it is from. They all have like a respect for each other.
You don't stand a chance against me.
There's probably times where Witchers from other schools have helped out a Witcher if they're on like a contract or whatever, if they've noticed anything is happening in the area.
Man on freak.
I'll be right back.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you.
Look, trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
The Witcher. Captain Peter Cycling Levy is at the car. Turn right, past the gate.
These black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed. To the tower. Go. How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
Bushels. There'll be more soon, but our lads, Temerians, for instance, will teach us earlier.
You will give 30. That will do. Let us settle, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Son of only the elder man, Smith, Willis. Like he said, he was a wolf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, witcher.
That girl. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek?
Yennefer of Engelberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol, 5 young men. One time we found them 2 years old. We recognized them villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles out. Look, Gord. Do not notice. That guy might look forward to becoming top. Master the basics there. Hands up. Kill them. First came idiots. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tamira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you. Need more information about this griffin. Its sex. Why it's abandoned its lair. Shall we bring you witnesses? They won't say anything I don't already know. We need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them? Mislav. There's a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. Strange.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Tamara and Mislav. Thanks.
Still good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions at the moment?
As of the second, no, not really.
No. Oh, that's horrible. It looks awful on YouTube right now.
Yeah, my internet kind of took a poop.
Makes me look like the game came out like in the 90s. Let's see, it is. Did I tell you CD Projekt Red, the people that made The Witcher, it was also the same people that made Cyberpunk? Did you say no? They cut out.
No, I just did like a surprise.
Oh, I didn't hear it. It cut out. Yeah, no, yeah, they made this and Cyberpunk, but they plan on making more Witcher games in the future and more Cyberpunks. That's the one thing I do like about their studio. They just don't like give up. They know they had a bad launch with Cyberpunk when it first came out, but you gotta also think about it too. They were having issues with because they were also trying to make it for next gen and old gen.
Mm-hmm.
So that really did fuck with their schedule and shit like that, but they didn't give up and the game was a lot better than what it was. But that studio is one of the better ones because they don't just abandon their fans. But yeah, they made the Witcher games and Cyberpunk. Oh, fun. Actually, I think they even like reference both games in each one. So I think like one of the characters mentioning going to like a different world that was like with flying cars and shit like that, and then I think there's a reference in Cyberpunk where you can call a number on your phone and it starts playing the Witcher main theme like song. Yeah.
Don't mind me as I just pillage and plunder their entire livelihood.
To be honest, I could not tell what you were doing. It's just all pixelated. You'd be just walking around like in a circle for like a second.
That's all. One of the benefits is that you're really well and versed in the herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that bitter ticks poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. That's all I can hope to do for you.
Looking for Buck.
Doesn't
It's still worse than I'm hunting the griffin.
I was thinking.
if you open up your that you can use magic spells that they are weak against to help you in fights. I'm hoping like some fucking like deer monster comes after you.
Why do you say that, Justin?
There's a fucking. I've seen you now kill all those fucking.
They'll live. Probably not one, but maybe. I wish there was a bow. That would be nice.
What did you wish?
I wish there was a bow.
A bow or a boat?
Bow.
Bow? Oh my god,
Yes.
it's so awful. Why is that? Okay, bow. Yeah, you get a crossbow later on, so.
Nice. So I can actually go out deer hunting.
Should have just left it be. Should have left it be. Actually, you should get to hear it a little bit once you go take on the griffin because you're gonna need it against it.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting.
Oh, another little fun thing. So you know in some games where you're killing enemies and they'll have like a special like animation when they're killing them, and it kind of just kills that one enemy. In this game, it has the same thing, but if you're lucky, if there's another enemy standing really close to the enemy that you're killing in that special animation, there is sometime lucky where Garrow will actually kill them too, and he'll do like multiple kills in the animation when he's only meant to kill that one person you're killing. Another little fun fact.
Blades don't. Griffin, you know anything about it?
Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
Oh, you want to know what I've been doing these past couple days since I've been sick? I have been, because I guess I like to work on myself even more, I've been also playing Alien Isolation for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Definitely something. It's I can understand why it's one of the scariest games made. The fact that they decided, hey, we're gonna put 2 AIs for the alien. Well, really one. We're gonna have one AI that basically goes for your at all times, and we're gonna have another one controlling the alien. And that AI is gonna tell that alien where you are, but it's not gonna like tell you if you're hiding like in a closet or in the ground or some shit, or in the vents. Oh yeah, that's been fun. I don't know if I'll pass it. It's not really easy, but it's it's been... You know what's about it though? I'm playing it, and it was maybe a day ago, maybe 2. I was the scariest thing like happened to me. I wasn't even scared by the fucking xenomorph. I walked into a fucking room and I got fucking like the room just exploded. I got fucking flashbang. It was like 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. Scared the shit out of me. So, you know, that was fun. I love walking into random rooms and they fucking explode.
Heavily armored. Guardians, probably.
This is another thing. You don't have to do it right now, but in the menu of The Witcher, there's actually like a little thing where you can sign up for the website, and if you do sign up, they do give you a free new swords and a new armor set that you can wear in the game. So yeah, it's something that you can consider. And there's no like paying or whatever. It's completely free because I've done it before, and they just send it over to your account, and then you can have like a pretty good free new set of armor and some new swords. Yeah, like one of them's called like the Sword of 1,000 Flowers, and one's called like the White Widow of something of the flowers.
I'm not gonna cap if you're out there. You're gonna say you're gonna get like the Sword of 1,000 Truths.
You know, I honestly would not be surprised if there was a sword in the game called that.
I think there's one in like World of Warcraft. I think that's called that.
Hmm.
Perhaps it's a couple of weeks home. Still alive when I pick from the bottom
I've still never even played World of Warcraft. To be honest, I forgot the game was still even going.
deep cuts over the whole body.
Oh, good job, Frank. Built a Griffin. Proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
You winning, son?
Griffin's pair off
I don't feel like I won, Dad.
thick shaft.
Okay, as soon as I said that, the only thing I heard him say was thick shaft.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Enjoyed the night running into his hunted the North Guardian. Okay. Should talk to Liz and her.
I've leveled up.
I think what I was gonna say, there's another really good set of armor that you can get. I think you're playing on the old gen. You're not gonna be able to get it. In the future, if you ever do play the next gen version of The Witcher, there's a set of armor that you can get from a special quest, but it's the armor from the Netflix series, and they kind of changed the story for how it was originally made. But it's a very interesting quest for how they made it. But you can get that armor from the TV series, and then 2 new swords too.
I like murdering animals and
Did you stop killing every goddamn deer that comes past you? I'm hoping I want to send an email to CD Projekt Red myself. I'm gonna tell them to put in a deer monster so they could just make it where it fucking kills you. I'm sick of you killing everything that does not need to be killed. Those deers aren't even the fucking monsters, and you're killing them. You'd be mad as hell. Watch you get like an achievement for killing like 10,000 fucking deer.
I hope there's an achievement for that.
Sorry. Any suspects?
Hold on.
Good luck rebuilding.
Oh, right. There is a dwarf character. I think you were gonna like him a lot. His name is Zoltan. He is He's a pretty important character. Once you meet him, I think you're gonna like him probably the most. He's basically what I imagined if you were what you would be if you were a fucking dwarf. Maybe we'll see in the future. But he also carries around this big ass battle hammer, or like, yeah, battle hammer. So yeah, basically what I imagined that you would be.
Yes? What? Got good news and bad news. Good news for the bad. What else? Griffin's. Got the buck for him. Scout City, boy. Remember treading the. How can I forget? That was the night. I'm right. It was good. Me there.
I wish I could kill the geese.
You wish you could kill the what?
The geese.
Stuff that you can kill it. We can have a talk.
But murder is fun.
I hope that fucking cow monster just fucking annihilates you. Oh my fucking
So tell me. No. I'm sure. You've got.
Just let me kill the griffin. That's all I really want. Just let me kill the griffin. Oh, yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Let's go give it a real knock. Wait. Make this. Wanted in a card game when you ran away. Might come in again.
Well, I don't need you getting stuck on shit. Can you please just roll out of the fucking hole? Please.
Oh, that's nice. My horse and the griffin have merged.
You can use your crossbow, and when it's flying around, you can shoot it down, then it will fall. So it will stun it for like a couple seconds.
It's fast.
So how do I get my crossbow to come out? Is it like the...
So there's two ways. If you hold down R1, you could just like hold it down, or if you lock on to a target, you do like a lock on and you just tap R1, the arrow will like automatically like shoot at it. Should be like a tap and he should start shooting. Yeah, you can hold it to him.
Not bad.
How do you feel? You got your first boss?
I feel
Man spends his whole life learning.
good.
Not a witcher.
Um,
Unless he doesn't want to live long. But more on that
I,
later. Take the griffin's head with the blood.
yeah.
I'll ready the horses.
Well, I'm glad there will be more bosses in the future, and some of them will be a lot more difficult to face on. They're now all griffins. Going to be facing ghost inspectors and tree monsters. You're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah,
Come on.
Interesting.
Run, Roach. Place of power. Should draw from it. Run, Roach.
Yeah. That's your first wraith. So to really do more damage to them, so if you open up your magic spells, I hate the delay, so if we open it for that. So you see that purple one? That's the one you want to use. So when you place that on the ground, then when specters or like wraiths, they go in it, it kind of like slows them down and it affects them. So you can like do more damage to them and stuff. You'll see when you go. So basically, you want to fight that specter again, you're gonna have to go down in that building right there in front of you. You may have to use the Ard. It's the